Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Lone Crown Show, my podcast. And for you new people, it's where I talk to other people and also talk to myself. And today, I'm only talking to myself because I've been sick, I've been a little bit ill and stuff like that, so it's hard to it's not hard to get somebody, but I don't want to be like, oh, I schedule it for that day and then turns up I'm not feeling good that day and they're like, oh no, we can't do it, so blah blah blah, and that sort of thing happens. So welcome all the new people, and at this point I don't welcome to all of you at least. And here's how it goes with most of my podcasts when I do solo ones. I will just talk random things, basically. What's on my mind, what isn't on my mind, and I don't know why I wouldn't talk about something that isn't on my mind, but I mean, it could just come out of nowhere. I try also to find articles or find certain interesting things around the internet to talk about, but right now I just want to start off by just explaining a lot of things and give a little, for people who probably haven't watched the first one, can just a little bit recap of who I am and what the fuck I'm on the internet for. So people either know me as Rasmus, Crown, or Mark Crown. So you can call me either of those things, pick and choose. I don't care. I tried to I had a little bit on my mind to get rid of Mark Crown, but I honestly don't care. You can call me that if you want to. I will stop beating that so you don't get the beats every time I do that. Yes, so who am I? I'm a guy from Sweden who at the moment have just part-time job. It's almost not even, I barely would call it part-time job, and so unfortunately I haven't been able to I'm still living with my mother because I don't have the money to move out, and plus I was going to, before this summer I was going to go and study, but I have a change of heart, and this coming January, unless something incredibly unexpected happen, I'm going to go to Canada and work for, I'm thinking around a year. It's gonna be January to something line of November, December, something like that. So almost 12 months. It's 10, 11. So yeah, that is something I really looking forward to, and something I really need, because I've been stuck in a ever cycle of not being especially happy, because most of my friends nowadays live in America and live in USA to be precise, because I don't think I know any Canadians or Mexicans for that matter. So yeah, USA is where my friends is at, and it's kind of annoying because I live here in Europe, and it's 6 hours time difference to the East Coast, and to the West Coast it's 9 hours. So a friend like Caesar, for instance, or even Moonspro, it's another one. Doug also. Doug has also fucked up sleep schedule sometimes. So he's someone I sometimes get to play with or hang out with or whatever. And so those are people that I barely have time to talk to and that sort of stuff, because we're on so different time zones. So I would like to also, my sleep schedule is fucked up all the time because I mean if I hang out with uh, one is called Mike Vida and Dan when we're just playing for instance Destiny, they like get off at 8 p.m. Their time or something like that, and what like start playing then, and then that is 2 o'clock for me. So if I want to play for a while, I end up going to sleep like 5 in the morning, and it's annoying because at the same time I also want to change my sleep schedule and be like have a normal sleep schedule, but at the same time, if I do that, I barely can hang out with my friends, and then suddenly I end up being more miserable because I don't have barely any social life at that point. So like it's a end a cycle of like a no-win situation, and thankfully like when I work that is something. If I actually had part time, as I have less than part time, I would say I don't like I would say 25% if even that uh, is what I have like each month, and like if I had actually part time and have like I don't know like more along the line of 50%, I would probably be happier because then I would like it. I would easier collect money for me to do stuff, and also yeah, I just feel better because this summer when I took over for someone who has like was on a vacation and took up and he has some full time uh, hours. So I worked full time this summer, and I don't think I've been like felt so good in like years because I was doing something. Plus, at sometimes I was hanging out with uh, friends and that sort of stuff, and yeah, I was just all around. I was feeling good at that time, and then when he came back from a vacation, I was back to having like no hours again, and I went back to being like not knowing what I would do, and I didn't feel like the education I was about to start was something I did because I wanted to like study. I wanted to do this kind of like uh, job, or no, it's not job, but I was going to study English. But when I thought about it, did I really want it? No, I just wanted to like do it to meet people, and sure that works for probably a lot of other people. But for me, if I'm gonna like spend 3 years at studying something, I want it to be something I want to do. And the bottom line is I want to do something creative. And yeah, I could have used that English studies because there's a lot of writing, that sort of stuff, to finally get down to like be better at writing, be better at like doing like writing, for instance, maybe a book, maybe start writing a script again. Who knows? That sort of writing. But I felt like the overall thing, like all of the stuff in that education wasn't for me. So yeah, I think I want to do something. I still want to do something along the line with I don't know movies, TV, whatever, and and of course if that doesn't happen, then that doesn't happen. But I want to work with something that is creative, and that is all I ever wanted, and that's why it was the other study thing I was aiming for. I had that as second choice, and since I got into my first choice, which was this English study, um, they used to nullify that one and gave those places away to other people, which I really regret now, because I shouldn't have been thinking, oh, I can like because the English studies thing let me stay here, but in the town of Malmo, and that wasn't it didn't really work for me that way. I I think I should have just put the other one first. I was thinking like the line of, oh, I probably won't get into the English studies, so I put that one first, and I get the movie one second, and blah blah blah, and yeah, it wasn't the smartest idea, and because I didn't understand. I think I thought you could like choose which one you liked, and when you got into that spot, they like removed all your rest of your stuff, and that got me a little bit annoyed, say the least. So yeah, and now I'm just waiting for. I'm going to go on a vacation work thing in November, which is like so fucking fun. I'm a personal assistant to a mentally disabled person, and he's going to vacation, so I'm going with one other, which is in this case going to be my mother, because she also have worked in this line of work before, and the person I work for, who's the mentally disabled one, is my uncle. So taking care of him, we're going to vacation to the Gran Canaria Islands for a week, and it's all paid, and I also get paid while I'm at that place. So excited for that, and yeah, everything is gonna be about Dan, my uncle's name is, and yeah, it's all he's. I would say, for like comparing to other people who has kind of similar stuff, he's easy to handle, and yeah, he's really fun, happy person, happy for the most part, and yeah, and I'm working this Sunday as well, so that is nice, more money for me, because I really need it. It's going to be, I don't I really need to save up. It's going to be annoying because you like Christmas and stuff. You need to buy Christmas presents and all kinds of things, and I also need to buy a new laptop, which is also going to detract from my budget. So it's going to be a clutch thing to get it to all level out so that I have enough money to go. But I believe in myself, and I believe I can. If I need to probably stop. I have a lot of. I have some Patreon stuff I'm supporting, or some. What's the other? Yeah, subscriptions on Twitch and that sort of stuff. Maybe I should stop some of those, because a little bit too much money. At least the Patreon stuff. I'm one of them. I don't want to remove, but yeah, I have a StarCraft one that I really want to support. It's Lima League. It's the name of the StarCraft tournament, but I don't think for every tournament it's $5 I pay for, and it unfortunately is a little bit too much for, like, I need to save that kind of money. Yeah, maybe I don't know if I should give up my Audible subscriptions. I don't use it enough, I feel, but still, I have so many like subscription, that sort of thing, and it's annoying. I don't really want to give up stuff, but I mean, if you want to survive and want to like save up more money, it's something you have to do. And yeah, I see what's up with that. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, I didn't like I haven't talked to, and so everyone knows I have a new camera, which is something it's for my trip, but it's also because my video camera I've been using, the audio in it is horrendous. I mean, the audio probably isn't going to be great on this either, but there's something broken with the audio thing on the other thing. Plus, it looks so much like the full HD 60 bitrate on this camera is better than my other one. Plus, my old camera isn't that great either. So I needed an upgrade in that. So also this will make I have an idea for a series I'm going to do here on the channel as quickly as I'm getting healthy. So it will probably be sometime next week. I will have a vlog for you, or not a vlog, but a video for you, and you will see what that is. But I finally can do stuff and feel like comfortable with the quality. I may have to get some sort of audio equipment as well later on, but at this time I think I can handle without it, because it will be okay audio. I know so many people's pet peeve is audio, but I'm kind of okay at this moment with having like just okay or decent audio, not anything spectacular, just that it sounds hopefully okay. I haven't tried it enough. It sounded good, but I just heard it back from listening on the camera, and the audio function to hear it isn't the most fantastic thing ever. So hopefully when I port it over to the computer and stuff like that, I can it can be helpful. Sorry, needed to drink to clear my throat so I can speak more to you. Oh, yeah. So, for people, it's gonna long while into this, but if people stick around and still doesn't know who I am, what I want, what I enjoy, for the most part, I mentioned StarCraft 2. Yes, that's a big thing I'm watching. I'm hyped for BlizzCon and the BlizzCon tournament to see who will be the winner. I personally hope Life wins it all, because he's the reason why I started watching StarCraft 2 in the beginning. Because he such amazing play, and he got me hooked on it. And because I watched an MLG tournament and he won the whole thing. I think he was down 3-0 in the finals and won 4-3 or something like that. Yeah, he's just a beast of a player, and yeah, just great all around. So other stuff, I enjoy TV series. I would say TV series more than movies, because I have a hard time finding movies that I enjoy anymore, because I enjoy the Marvel stuff right now, because I feel like they're not the rehash. Yes, the rehash from comics, but as a person who don't read comics, it's perfectly fine for me, because I haven't read these stories, seen these stories, whatever. And yes, so for me, I really enjoy those, because I don't really know that much what's going to happen. Sure, the hero probably always wins. I mean, it's a movie. What do you expect? Yes, and so those movies I really enjoy. I've been going to a lot of cinema stuff, and I would say also the latest Planet of the Apes movie, Dawn of the Planets of the Apes, I think it's called, was really, really good. So well done, and just goes to shows that a show where you have monkeys is more interesting than humans. Maybe because you have seen like with humans 100 times. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's just my thought to it all. It's a really great movie. And yeah, TV stuff. I really enjoy loads of things. I I would have to have like a list of like stuff, all the stuff I used to watch. I can just quickly go look at some of the stuff I watch, because I feel like it's a good reminder for me and for you watching that. Yeah, I've been watching Legend of Korra lately to come out to get to the same point as everyone else, and yeah, I liked Last Airbender much more than Legend of Korra. I'm gonna be honest. I really enjoy that much more. I don't know why, but I just did. I think like so far like the beginning of season 4 seems interesting. Season 3 I didn't enjoy because like having bad guys that just learn the power and then suddenly like mega powerful, like come on, I don't care how much they studied before and how much they knew about like the elements before, but they can just be fucking good so suddenly. Ridiculous. It's what it is. Oh my god. I feel like I'm should have done a 30-minute podcast, but okay. Yeah, so About the Boys started season 2. Good show. Arrow, it's okay so far. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I enjoy. Like, it's a good show. I like it's not more to it. Castle is on season 7, so it's Castle. Like, it's a good show. Like it's of course the first couple of seasons are going to be the best, but I feel like it's still good. I watched the whole of Deadbeat, which is like, if any of you remember Reaper or Grim Reaper, I think it's Reaper. That was a show about like a person who they sold a kid to the devil, and when he turned 18 he needed to collect escaped souls and that sort of stuff. It has that vibe, and it also has one of the characters or the actors in Deadbeat who can speak to dead people and that sort of stuff. And yeah, it was a good first season, I think. Doctor Who, I don't enjoy like the way they have done it with Capaldi. I enjoy Capaldi, but I don't know. I don't really like this season so far. Forever is a show about someone who's sort of immortal. He can't die. Every time he dies, he ends up in water, and he's been alive for 200 years, and now he's what's they call ME? Is it right? There's a better word for it. Oh my god, why can't I? One that deals with corpses. Oh, that's gonna fucking annoy me to death. Yeah, but I love shows that deal with immortality, because I've always find that subject really interesting. And yeah, I really enjoy that one. Gotham, it's okay. I wouldn't like. I don't know what I would, but I mean, it's a good show. Hell on Wheels, season 4 is was so much better than season 3, because season 3 wasn't good at all. And yeah, I really, I must say it's getting back on track. Get it? Wheels, trains, track. Marvel's Agents of Shield. Yeah, I just skim through them because I can. Yeah, I don't meh, still. Uh, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver isn't a TV series, but I really recommend it for everyone. NCIS shows, they are the same, like they're good shows. It's your preference if you enjoy that type of show. Person of Interest, I love that one. I think it's fantastic, and I hope it keeps being this fantastic. It's my favorite show, I think, of all, like, tied with maybe Orange is the New Black. I think it's like I think it's I think Orange is the New Black is fantastic, well done. But as something I love more is probably, like, I would say Orange is the New Black probably tops it in quality, but Person of Interest I love much more. If that, like, if I understand. So then we had Red Band Society, which is about a kid that is in coma, and he, like, there's a bunch of people that one need new pair of lungs, one needs new heart, someone is dealing with cancer, two of them is dealing with cancer, and then one is anorexic or bulimic. Anorexic is it? And yeah, and it's really interesting. It's a really great show, and it's like shows that deal with death. It's like they all will always be like, oh, great. I love the what's the, like, Matthew Perry was in one that dealt he, like, his character lost his wife. He was a talk show person, and yeah, he just snapped, and he needed to grief counseling and that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's just really, really great. And I can't remember, it only got one season, even though it had decent views. So yeah. Scorpion, a bunch of intelligent people, really intelligent people work for the government, and it's a great show. I if you like that sort of stuff, you can watch that. If I went wait into TV series, sorry, but I just needed to have something to talk about, and I think my webcam just froze. Yeah, it did. For the best kind of... here we go. Now it's back again. Yes. I think that is it for today. I'm sorry I couldn't be more, like, straining into other stuff. I just went in a little bit too much into TV series, I felt like. But I think I did that maybe last time I did Soda 1 as well, so that wasn't maybe the best idea. But yeah, it was more just overall recommendation, and I play video games as well. Mostly story games is my cup of tea. I enjoy sports games as well, and Destiny I've been playing as well. So I said as well a lot there. As well. Yes, so I thank you all for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at Story of Crown. It's where I mostly hang out when I don't have anything to do, and just you can talk to me, hit me up with everything you would like to ask or whatever. So yeah, I created a Tumblr, but I haven't been really using it. Maybe in the future I will start using it. When it comes to Facebook, I don't really. I only mostly do Swedish with my like friends and families and that sort of things. But yeah, so Twitter is the best way to get in contact with me, or you just write in the comment section here below. I mean, I wouldn't say no to you asking me stuff down there, because that could be something I bring up in like other episodes or vlogs or whatever. So yeah, with that said, thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't be like crazy ass person, but I mean, being sick and all, like my voice isn't really liking me talking like for so much for so long. So you have to excuse me for that I can't be the high person I want to be. And yes, and thankfully my webcam hasn't like adjusted and focused out of me, because it turns just like the autofocus on this thing is terrible. Plus I want a better quality webcam, because I've been seeing better, like this whole bruising thing you can see up all over here. I don't want it. I want it to be crisper. It's kind of annoying. It looks like shoddy quality, which it is, even though it's supposed to be 1080p quality. But I don't know, fucking know. Like, yes, it's 1080p, but I should have like looked at what the bit rates, like so-called frames per second, was, because apparently that is, I think, the fault here. Yeah. So that was that. Please watch more. Subscribe if you haven't. I don't know why. Like, you could just watch more of me. I'm preparing to do more, like the video that's coming out, like or the video ideas I'm working on. I hopefully that series will be something that people will enjoy, but I need to be healthy first for that to work. So yeah, thank you all. I'm using way too many of the same words all the time. I do read and do like audiobooks and that sort of stuff, but I tend to, when it comes to English, use the same words over and over again. So I say I'm sorry for that. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys some other time.